blah blah. The bad part is there's no way to tell if it's lagging until we get done.
Did Jay leave?
I think we'll let Jay answer that. He may have. Does Jay have a profile picture on Skype? Yes, yeah, he does. So yeah, he's not here. I mean, there's no use doing this now. We got Jay.
Sorry, we still recording.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk at all.
I love how Regan Smith won the battle of the Quickie throwbacks. No, that was just, I saved it and kept going. Somehow.
See, it sounded like Jay didn't even do anything with his fucking hearing. Do you hear it?
I don't think I really did anything with mine either. I mean, I just...
Okay, so you hear how quiet his is and how low his RPMs are?
I can't hear the output from your screen. Yeah. Bam.
Nah, but whenever you actually end up watching the race,
I'm sure I'll hear it then.
Yeah. Like, you'll hear me because as soon as I'm entering the chorus, and then I'm fucking letting off. And I stayed in third gear the entire time.
So I was trying to stay in second gear because my car, or the truck, turns so much better in second gear than it did in third.
That's why you're spinning so bad, because you had it in first gear.
Yeah, trying to go to second.
Yep, I started in second gear, just shifted to third.
Yeah, after about the second or third restart, I had it in second and then went to third.
And my fucking rear end was fucking 567.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was in third gear, and it would literally just tack out as soon as I entered the corner. And then as soon as it tacked off, I knew to let off.
Yeah, which, I mean, you can get away with. Me trying to run second gear all the way around the bottom, or me trying to run second gear all the way around the track, it would like peg out halfway down the straightaway.
Yeah, that was my buddy Cam.
Mm-hmm.
He just decided he lives in Texas. He's a fucking security guard at a fucking jail.
How long has he been over there?
In Texas?
Oh, he's in Afghanistan.
No, we were in 2012.
Oh. Well, I have to thank you for your service.
But yeah, so he was like, I don't get to talk to him very often. He just gets hold of me.
Which seems to always be when we're recording these videos.
Yeah.
Jay never got a good start.
Like, listen to my... Oh, you can't, but I'm just going to zoom in real quick. Mine is.
So I'll hear your
Yeah.
and then
So I'll do a couple sounds of mine. We'll just shut up for a second, and then I'll go to yours.
his best. He's doing his best. Yeah, I never made. Is he maybe running 4th gear, and that's why his?
Yeah, he was. That's why he was going so slow. Yeah, you'll hear mine. Like as soon as I go in the car, it's like, and I'm fucking diving in. And you're like at like 6,000 or 65, maybe 7,000 RPM by the time you're letting off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my shit was at like 95. I was fucking going.
Because I mean, when I keep it in 3rd, it only gets to what you were saying, 6,000-7,000 RPM. But if I kept it in 2nd, it would halfway down the straightaway, and it would actually hurt the straightaway speed too, because the engine's banging off the rev limiter.
Yeah, when I switch between screens, that's when it fucking jitters like that. Fucking art, the fucking frame rate drops like 20. I'll be getting another I'm just getting like another 720 monitor from Walmart for like $100. Steering wheel set up and all the three bumpers set up. Because I mean, I don't really need 1080p on the fucking side windows, you know what I mean? Like on the side,
Yeah.
you know, side bumpers. So what I got right now is fucking 1080p. I'm running at 1080p. Fucking, I think everything's on the fucking graphics except for some like I think the shadows I turned on. But yeah, so I have my graphics turned over pretty high. Whenever I get my new rig, this will be the easiest game I've ever run.
NR 2003 is pretty easy for me to run, but iRacing's a little bit tougher.
I'm getting the fucking, because I have an AMD, an all AMD computer right now. And I'm getting fucking NVIDIA 1070, GTX 1070, fucking i7, shit. So, brake check, I'm running. Fuck yeah, I think right there.
Yeah.
Take notes.
So did you see the video of the South Alabama quarterback hurdling the Mississippi State defender? Oh my God, dude! It's pretty amazing. I'll just post it in the Skype chat. Yeah, but I mean.
That car is pretty good. It would plan for the most part.
I'm sure if I probably had a little bit more track time, I'd be able to get it figured out a little bit more. But just with the track time that I had and me spending every single bit of that time working on the setup, I couldn't really work on driving the track all that much.
So you started
And I mean, it kind of worked, but I mean, I wasn't gaining anything on you. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna look up that tobecool.com thing.
What's that?
The thing on the wall. Seriously, it's not available. I'm reading that right. tobecool.com. It's down here in this corner. Shout out to Little Caesars. Yeah, the website doesn't exist. Yeah, didn't exist. Although when you do a Google search for it, it's basically like Under Armour stuff. I mean, it's to be cool, but the website has changed to flamecrusher.com.
Yeah, we could do fucking street stocks next time. Or we all just fucking. Oh, yep, there he goes.
Oh, there goes Jay. Man, good miss.
Yeah, man, as soon as I see somebody spin, I'm off on the rigs.
Yeah.
But like, fucking, yeah, if we want, we can all agree to fucking get a new track. If the truck's on that track, it's gonna be a track.
Yeah, I gotta have the money to do it. I don't really have it at the moment.
I feel you, bro.
So we just gotta kind of use what we got.
Yep. Or we move to Indy cars, do 3 weeks Indy cars, and then 3 weeks of
Yeah.
street stocks. Go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, there you go.
I like trucks because they're not crazy stupid. And I don't really want to get into this too much until I get a steering wheel. So it's
Yeah.
just me kind of fucking around.
Yeah, I think the first thing I got in was Carb Cup, the 2012
Yeah.
vehicles. I ran a test at Charlotte and it was so loose. I was like, dude, there's no way I can drive this. And then I moved on to trucks and it handled like a one, and I said, yeah, I can do well in this.
Yeah.
There's Jay and I shouting match trying to get to pit road.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be buying my dream car this time next year too. Like, I'll be out of school and officially be a Honda for a year. So.
Yeah. I don't really have a dream car. I've never really thought about it all that much.
I'll give you a ride mine. Mine is what it is. Well, what kind of like loyal are you? Like,
I don't have a. I mean, there's people that like Chevys, so naturally they can't stand Fords. I'm not one of those people. I drive a Chevy, but I mean, I'm not like I'm never gonna buy a Ford in my life.
they even have the Ford truck. Wait, is the Ford even running trucks this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't watch trucks.
There's just not that many running it. I think BKR is really the only team that runs it.
I think if we ever get, if everybody decides to buy a car, we should get Xfinity cars.
Mm-hmm. I really hope I can get that fast track to C so I can just do C-class street stocks and not have to buy anything. And just work my way up to B-class from there.
I mean, it kind of sucks you gotta spend like $15 here to get a track.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it,
They put a lot of time into getting one of these tracks made, and even the cars. I mean, they have to scan design the tracks and the cars, so it's a lot of time. I mean, I kind of wish they would give you at least one thing already that you can work toward.
yeah.
And it's either you figure out how to drive it or you buy something else that you know how to drive.
But I mean, if you think about it, like I mean, we've used these trucks for a long time, so I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can usually use something for like a year or two and be in the same car for a year or two. So I mean, tracks do cost a little bit, but
With all the work that goes into them, it
it's
makes
already-
sense.
yeah.
They're
I got
they're
an
certainly
argument. I got an
certainly not overpriced.
He's like, he doesn't want to get a PC because he's afraid that he's going to spend like $10,000 or some shit on a PC, which is kind of exaggeration. But he thinks he's gonna have to spend like $2 grand to even get a PC to run iRacing on the Pro. I was like, that's not how this works.
I mean, I'm running I think this was a $6,000 laptop.
$6,000 laptop?
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, it was with graduation money, so.
Like the
Yeah.
desktop that I'm running is gonna be able to run almost run 4K. Fucking Doom and shit. That's only gonna cost like $1,300.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
Wait, no, 6,000? No, not
you're
6,000.
thinking
600.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, Jesus Christ.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Is that, I think.
I've seen people pay like $4 grand for a laptop.
No, you'll never see me do that.
Like I got a desktop. My desktop's probably $300, so that does it.
Yeah. I think I got like $1,300 from graduation several years ago, and I got my laptop and a couple programs to go with it.
Well, if you ever think about getting a new gaming PC, get a fucking desktop.
Yeah, I know that.
Those laptops are cool. You can take them they'll always get better.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, a laptop's designed to be portable.
Yeah, there's no way you can fit like a graphics card worth anything. Like, I mean, there's a ton of laptops that are okay, but mind you, spend on a laptop, you can a pretty awesome PC that'll pretty much run anything you want at any quality you want. So, yeah, like I traded my Xbox One for it. Anyway, I digress. Fucking, my buddy and I were talking about Forza. It's just like every time we get a Forza game, they just fucking wreck me, and it's just a wreck fest, and people aren't fucking racing. And
Rookie street stocks.
I was
Rookie street stocks.
I was like, dude, it's Forza. He's like, yeah, I'm like, you get into iRacing, it's gonna happen. I was like, yeah, but I'm gonna spend fucking $2,000 to fix that fucking accident. He's like, I don't want to spend $2,000 to get into it. And my steering wheel is gonna cost me $200. I spent $200 on It might sound like it is initially, but I mean, if you think about it.
Well, I mean,
like,
you
I'm paying the
don't
same amount.
have to buy every track in every series.
I mean, you think about it. You pay $60 for Forza, and you pay it, and then you just get the monthly payment.
There's Jay around again.
Correct, you know, like the per use. But no, then you pay fucking like $5 to $7 on fucking Microsoft fucking Xbox Live every month. I'm like, that right there is basically like
Paying for tracks and cars on iRacing.
Yeah, just paying for iRacing. And then I was like, yeah, but it's just too much to get into. I'm like, all right, then continue to bitch about Forza. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'd always wanted to try iRacing, and finally got the money. You know, I finally had enough disposable money to, you know, try it. And so I made a post to Facebook asking what other people thought about it, because I was thinking about getting a 1 or 3 month thing, and somebody had a 3-month free code that he couldn't use, so he gave it to me. So I'm running off one of those free 3-month.
you've been playing just as long as I have. I've been playing. This is like my first month.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm actually kind of shocked at how well I've done, which I mean, it's only rookie street stock, so you know, you can't really put a lot into that. But I mean, there's people I've heard of people that'll sit there and they say, man, it takes forever to get out of the rookie stuff. I got out of rookies in like less than a week. Yeah, your finishing position. Your finishing position has nothing to do with your safety rating.
Yeah.
Your I rating, yes, but if you're a rookie, you don't have a I rating or a visible I rating. So, I mean, it took me. Of course, we were also at USA, so you could kind of miss the wrecks a little bit easier than you could at Charlotte. So,
Or Daytona.
yeah.
No, I mean, I was just watching some videos of fucking of how to get out of fucking rookies. And this guy, what he did was he fucking dropped his I rating watch this. It's completely possible to do this in like a week.
Yeah.
Like, I just won't wreck.
Yeah, I did it.
Too confident, they fucking start racing like they think they're actual NASCAR drivers. And people wreck all the time. It's like, dude, just fucking back off.
Yeah. Just miss the wrecks till you get to D class and then start racing.
Yeah.
Because you can't drop back down to rookie from D. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't, when I went through the rookie series, I wouldn't completely just back off and just ride until I get to the D class. I actually raced a little bit.
I don't know, I've always been, I mean, whether it be a steering wheel or control, I'm actually better with the steering wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, you have, like, especially doing you're doing oval tracks, like, it's just, you can be more accurate with the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't see how people race with keyboards. I don't see it.
Yeah, that's retarded.
That's got to be one of the most difficult things to do. There's Jay sitting on the side.
The reason why I'm good at fucking controllers is just because I've been using it for Forza and fucking shit all like forever. So
Yeah. By the way, for that last wreck there, when Jay started to turn around sideways, I was just like, yeah, screw it. Hit him in the back, send him the rest of the way around. He was already sideways. He's gonna wreck anyway.
that's the only thing I didn't do to my truck was mess with the fucking spring rates. That's pretty much all I did.
See, in NR 2003, that's what I mess with the most. I mess with the springs and I mess with the sway bars.
Yeah.
And then shifting the weight forward and all that. That's about all I'll do. But now that I know a little bit more about camber and all, I can
get
maybe.
the caster and fucking toe in, toe out and shit too. But
So that's the thing. I don't know what most of the stuff does, so I just kind of stick with the same 3 or 4 areas that I know what it does,
yeah.
and just set up a car from there. But I'm sure if I learn more about the rest of that stuff, I'd be able to make my setups even better.
I mean, you can learn on some like YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It definitely helps.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a NASCAR and a racing fan my whole life, but I don't know what, 3/4 of the adjustments do.
Like track bars like that.
When you lift the right side more than the left side, it gets looser.
Yeah, so basically, well, not necessarily. No, it's yeah. So if you fucking, if you add it in,
If you raise the split,
if you fucking turn it positive, you turn clockwise half, it's gonna drop it down. If you fucking turn it counterclockwise half, it's gonna raise it.
Jay was still getting towed here. So. See, the only bad thing about my restarts is I can't see where you are on my left.
Yeah.
And then, once I see the nose of your truck, it's too late. You've beat me.
I use the fucking right.
Yeah.
You can do that too. You can set the buttons.
Yeah, I got buttons set on my steering wheel, but it seems like every time I try to use it, I wind up turning the steering wheel as well to compensate.
Like when I had the other buttons, so I could run fucking the 2 that I have now and fucking see out my right, but it's not really gonna help me too much. So, but if I got those 2 other monitors set up, I can see.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do the look left and look right. You'd have them on the 2 monitors to your left and your right. But going back to my laptop, which I'm still using, it's been a great laptop so far. When I went and got it from Best Buy, I specifically said I'd like to have, just enough to run one game, without any issues, and this is the one they showed to me. And
What's your frame rate?
for NR 2003, in most cases, I can be above 100
What about this one?
when I'm not racing. Like when I'm doing like offline league stuff, I can go ahead and max everything out, not have any frame rate issues. For actual racing, I have to come down just a little bit, but not not a lot. iRacing, I have almost everything turned off and turned down, and I'm hanging around 30, 40 frame rate, as high as 80, and every now and then it'll dip below 30.
Yeah, mine pretty much stays. I think it'll dip to like 79 right there. I think they'll really on these fucking
Yeah, I mean, I have the grandstands turned off. I have the event turned off. I have low quality textures. Yeah.
Stuff isn't anything to worry about, but iRacing is not very demanding. Like, I mean, I run Skyrim fucking max.
See, I thought iRacing would absolutely obliterate my laptop, but it hasn't. It runs pretty well for what it runs.
Yeah, iRacing, I mean, compared to Forza and everything, I have the Forza demo or whatever, the Windows. And I have to have it settings to 60 frames, so it's
Yeah. Jay was supposed to be out. I don't even know what that restart was about. See, I could make that bottom work for about the opening 1 or 2 laps, and then it was just gone. Get on the apron too much. See, I also couldn't really run your line either because the truck just wasn't turning as well as I wanted it to in the center. See, that was another one of the things I don't know what it did, so I didn't touch it.
I mean, you're keeping up with my truck wasn't perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting there in practice and freaking hated my truck, but I never dropped below 3rd on the speed chart. Fortunately, I don't even think I touched the setup in my testing at night. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I ever touched it in testing, so I'd started brand new anyway. I just wish iRacing had a baseline for all this stuff. Yeah. So about, yeah. So that'd be a series I wouldn't mind getting. I think the Wheel of Modifieds would be pretty fun to drive.
Last time I played those was like NASCAR 2005 or 6 when you would start at the bottom, you started wheeling the other trucks. At the time it was Crash Series. It was Busch
and yeah.
Next up.
I think I tried driving them in 2005 Chase for the Cup, and they were so loose.
That's what it was, 2005. Chase for the Cup.
I couldn't drive them, too loose. Could not drive them in traffic. Is this the one where I pinned him down there on the bottom? No.
It's the one where he blocked me from going to the pits. Yeah, so like back then I was playing on my GameCube and I had a 4-shooter next year. I didn't have anywhere to mount it, so it had like a little leg mount, so you mount that on the bottom of it and stick it between your legs, and it would like mount around your legs. That's something that I was like 12, maybe 13.
This steering wheel has little wings that come out on the side. I guess you put your legs on that.
I think I know which one you're using because my buddy had it for his Xbox 360.
It's some sort of a NASCAR. It's a Logitech wheel, and it's got NASCAR on in the middle,
Oh, okay.
and it's got 12 or 13 buttons on the front, and there's paddle shifters.
Been using those?
In these last two races we've done with Jay, yeah, I need to learn more how to do it. Like in NR 2003, I run automatic, but I mean, I could probably pretty easily learn how to.
You know how to drive a manual car?
Nope.
It's pretty simple.
Well, I mean, I've never tried either, so.
Yeah. I didn't even learn until I bought my STI when I was in the military before I left Afghanistan. Jumped in the car and I was like, figure this out real quick. Figured it out.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult to do, but I mean, I don't know how to do it because I haven't tried to do it.
Yeah, all my cars.
It was funny because my mom has always wanted to do the Richard Petty driving experience, which my dad has done. I think he's done Daytona, Talladega, and Atlanta. And my mom wants to do it, but like me, she can't drive a stick shift. And what the guy at the track told her was get a rental car from like Avis or something like that and just learn using a rental car.
Yeah, then I finally go down pit road here and then we get like a 10 lap fucking, or is it 8 or 10 lap fucking road.
I think there may be a short, we may get one more short green run and then get a long green run before Jay spins. And then sets up the thrilling conclusion. I don't think clean air would make a difference. With it being a short track and aero not really matter.
You can see, okay, so just to give you you can see the left one's your clutch, the middle one's your brake, and that's your gas. So
Yep.
you can see me with the shift, the clutch the transmission from the flywheel and the engine. So what it does is it allows you to push the clutch in. The transmission's only running at its own speed. It's not connected to the actual flywheel. So whenever you put it in gear, what happens is you disengage it from the flywheel, and then you shift gear, and then what happens is you depress the clutch, and what will happen is that the clutch will slowly engage into the flywheel, and the transmission will spin at the same speed as the motor. So that's what translates into shifting. So like, you hold the clutch, if you're stopped, you hold the clutch down, you put it in gear, so the transmission's going to 0 miles per hour, the car's idling, and then you slowly give it gas, rev the engine up, and you slowly start to let off the clutch, and the clutch plate itself will actually kind of like halfway skate across the flywheel, and it will actually start to transfer that engine, the circular motion of the engine into the clutch and into the input shaft of the transmission. What it do is it will actually, the motor itself starts to spin the transmission, and the transmission's hooked up to the drive shaft that actually starts moving the wheel.
Jay. I think I have it set auto clutch.
Yeah. But if you understand how the mechanics work, if you actually get into an actual car, you'll understand why you're pressing the clutch in, so like that you'll understand what's going on, so you'll be able to use the clutch more effectively because you can actually see, like, you'll understand why it's working that way.
Yeah.
See how I use the clutch right here?
Yep. Now I use manual clutch for NR 2003, but I'm using automatic shifting. I only use the clutch for fuel saving. Here's that wonderful crossover.
It screams you.
I got the wall there.
I think we both did a little bit.
So I was trying to do there like USA. If you drop the left side wheels kind of on that yellow line, it'll help it turn a lot better.
Yeah, it kind of like catches itself.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that when the tire flexes like that, it causes resistance in the wheel, and the pivot point will change at the highest resistance. So what's going to happen is that whenever that resistance is greater, and it's greater, if the inside resistance of that tire, the inner tire is greater than the outside tire, it causes the car to pivot harder, so it causes it to turn easier. Makes any sense? That's why when I was saying like your second gear wasn't working because you're loading the differential, you're loading the rear end. What's going to happen is that when you do that, when you let off the differential, it'll because it's a limited slip. So what's going to happen is it's going to disengage that gear or that limited slip actuator. I don't remember the exact word of it, and it's going to cause the two wheels to spin at different speeds because the inside wheel is going to move slower than the outside wheel. And whenever you engage it, both wheels are going to spin at the same speed or close to the same speed. So that's why the outside wheel is going to want to match the fastest speed. So when you do that, it's going to cause the inside wheel to lose traction because it's wanting to spin faster than the actual tarmac going across, the tires going across the tarmac at like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
On the inside, and then on the outside, it's going like 83 miles an hour. So it's going to want to go 83 miles an hour, so the inside wheel is going to start slipping. So that's why when you gun it, that's why the back end comes out because of the traction. That's why when you let off, it disengages that. The wheels can move at the actual speed of the tarmac instead of the speed of the motor wants to move. And it's more aggressive at like higher torque levels. So when you got first gear, you take first gear and it's like a freaking 4.23 gear or something like that, or whatever. But that's going to multiply the torque by 4 compared to the motor. So like the motor might be 800 pound-feet of torque at a gear ratio of 1 to 1. When you put it in like the gear ratio that's 4.23, you're going to times that torque by 4.23. So you're actually going to get like 3,200 pound-feet of torque. So if you think of it that way, like that's why like in first gear, your car can go faster because the torque is being multiplied. So and then like fourth gear it can be a 1-to-1 ratio. That's why like it takes like if you're like low RPM, you're only
It takes it forever to get up to speed.
because you're at the like 1-to-1 torque for the motor, and that's why you have those gears because it multiplies the torque. So your first gear will be like a 4.2, second gear will be like a 3.1, third gear will be like a 2.4, and then fourth gear will be like a 1.25 or 1.5 or something. It just depends on the gear ratio that they set up in the actual transmission. It's like like the bikes, like a fucking like 15-speed bike or whatever, 20-speed bike. That's why the bigger gears get fucking you go faster on the bike. You'll be pedaling faster. But you'll be multiplying the torque.
Yeah, I've always wondered why first gear on or a low gear on a bike, like you're climbing uphill, you're pedaling like crazy,
Yeah, because
but you're like barely moving, but you still get up the hill easily.
you're multiplying the torque output with your feet. So your feet are like, let's say you're using your weight. So you weigh like 150 pounds. You're putting 150 pounds on the gear. Okay, and then let's say that gear is the same as it's a 1 gear zone. So you're multiplying by the fucking tires, or it's not exactly like it doesn't translate exactly with that.
Yeah.
It'll be like 150 pound-feet. It won't be 150 pound-feet of torque because you're not going to.
In an ideal situation.
Yeah, so whenever you drop it into a gear, you're multiplying the torque that you're putting into your foot, you're multiplying it into the back gear. So it causes it to move easier. But because the gear is bigger, because that's how you get torque multiplication, you make the gear itself bigger because you got one gear, your drive gear, your back tires can be your driven gear, so you got a 1 there. It's going to take that 1 gear 60 rotations to make the driven gear move 1 because it's bigger. So basically the bigger the gear is, comparatively speaking to the drive gear, the more torque. So like you see like some of these Honda Civics and stuff like that people think are fast. And what it is the Honda uses a torque multiplier, like aggressive torque multiplier air like set, so it causes you to transfer those tires, like the energy that goes to the tires, multiple than like you would know. You would see like a fucking 2-speed fucking drag car, you know, because there's so much power you don't need that torque multiplication to, it actually will hurt you more because it'll want to spin so easy. So you know, you get a top fuel dragster and it's got one gear. So, you know, when you got fucking 10,000 horsepower, you only need one gear. There's a point where torque multiplication can actually hurt like the performance because you know it takes time to shift and stuff like that. So if you got a fucking car, like even like these fucking 800 horsepower fucking stock cars, that's why they only have 4 gears. You don't need 6 gears like my car. It has a lot of horsepower torque and it doesn't weigh a lot. So what it does, instead of having like a shitload of horsepower like the stock cars have, it has higher gear multipliers. That's why it has like a 7-speed limit. So you can multiply that torque greater so you can accelerate faster. Because you don't necessarily need 850 horsepower to fucking get one of those things moving. So you make up for it by multiplying the gears and the transmission and stuff like that. But whenever you get a dyno, let's say that my dream car is a Shelby GT500, okay? So when it says that it's a 660 horsepower car, that's as close to 1-to-1 from the motor to the wheels. So that, you know, that includes fucking the gear in the transmission and your output gear on your rear end. So when you get that number, you know, that's the number is closest to 1-to-1 from the motor. You know, you lose some of that energy every time there's a rotational energy being transferred between 2 different rotational masses or whatever. You lose some of that torque output and like the power output. So when, you know, that'll be like, let's say for argument's sake it's 5th gear in the Shelby, okay? I don't know exactly what it is. That's going to be your 1-to-1 gear. But if you drop it down to first gear, that car would probably have like probably 2,800 pound-feet of torque in first gear. That's the energy transfer to the wheels. You know, if you had that kind of power in a 1-to-1 gear, obviously that car was going fast, but you lose overall speed when you add the torque like that. That's why first gear like only goes to like 30 miles an hour because you're losing the speed to gain the torque. And then like higher fucking, well actually technically maybe a lower gear, one, you're gaining speed and the loss of torque. That makes sense. But, you know, that's that. I mean, and there's more math to that. That's just kind of like a basic explanation of how power is being transferred and stuff like that. Because then you get the rear end gears and how that transfers into the wheels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then automatic lose gears or lose output power because of the way that the transmission itself is designed. You'll lose more because of I don't have to really get into it for you to understand that, but basically the torque converter is constantly losing torque and changes the transmission speed and changes the hydraulic fluid and the transmission fluid.
Here's the thrilling finish. I mean, once you pretty much cleared me, I just went ahead and dropped to the bottom. I wanted to kind of get to the bottom. I just drove it too hard through the center. I was just trying to get the back bumper and hit you. That was it.
I wasn't even trying to go fast. I was just trying to block it.
Yeah, I was just trying to get to your bumper. I was just trying to hit you, trying to get you moved up out of the way.
You'll see right here. Okay, so the motor, the engine speed is going to the clutch is being compressed, the engine is fucking revving. So what happens is when I drop the clutch like that, the clutch will engage to it. Like you think of something spinning, you think of a plate spinning at fucking 8,000 RPM, the plate's not spinning at all. And then all of a sudden you like punch it together real quick, it's going to catch up to that speed real quick. That's why when somebody drops the clutch, they can just get like that. Because you're just let the clutch slap up against that flywheel. That's all also like a bad way of. That's how you fucking tear the
But I mean, in this situation, the race is over anyway, so. Yeah. I mean, I wrecked coming off 4, and it was just, I was just trying to get it back to the line. I didn't lift. I didn't lift till I crossed the line. I'm gonna try some of this drink again. This watermelon Jolly Rancher water bottle. I bet it's gonna be bitter.
Alright, let's see how this one recorded.